Hi entrepreneurs, welcome back. This video is to show you how I make people give me money willingly. So if you love this, then keep watching. Right, now how do you make people willingly give you money? And the first thing you need to know of is value. How do you provide value to make them give you their money willingly? Now, what exactly is value? I'm going to be using Alex Hormoz's principles or formula to show you and explain to you how you can provide value to a person. And value is the dream outcome by the perceived likelihood of achievement over time delay and effort and sacrifice. Right, now the dream outcome, what you intend to achieve, perceived likelihood of achievement, how people perceive you and feel that you can actually bring about achieving this thing. Then reducing the time delay that it takes to achieving that, and reducing the effort and sacrifice that it would take to achieve that. Now, dream outcome, for example, gym owners or people who advertise weight loss and all of that. Dream outcome, let's say, to lose weight, right? That's the dream outcome. And now what's the perceived likelihood of achievement? Perceived likelihood of achievement. Maybe you're a gym owner, is that weight? Or maybe you've probably been endorsed by some popular celebrity or someone who's already in this industry. Then the person who you're actually reaching out to lose weight, with these kind of badges that you wear, might, okay, fine, this person knows what he's doing at least, right? Now that's the perceived likelihood of achievement. Now what else can you help this person to do? The time it would take this person to lose weight, you end up maybe reducing that. If it's very possible, say dream outcome to lose weight in say 1 month. If it's possible, if you know how to do so, let's do it 1 month. Maybe it will take others like 6 months to do it, maybe take others like a year to go about it. But for your formulas, for the things you know how to do, you said, okay, it's fine. A month will be able to help you do this, achieve weight loss, right? Now you're going to help reduce the effort and sacrifice it would have taken this person to lose weight, right? And how can you go about that? Maybe the sacrifice you take, maybe you have some nutrition supplements or whatever. Now maybe with this nutrition, the person doesn't necessarily have to probably do the usual, maybe squats in the morning, this in the evening, all of that, like all those kind of things that will require his or her personal efforts to lose weight, right? Then your secret magic formula comes in as a nutrition supplement, which just maybe the person takes it morning, evening for the next 1 month, and then automatically he or she has lost weight, right? So it all depends on your kind of value, but this is what it is weighed by. A dream outcome, what you intend to achieve, perceived likelihood of achievement, what people feel, how they feel you can be able to do this for them, and then the time it will take to actually get this done. You help them reduce it, the effort and the sacrifice it will also take to help them get this done. You help them reduce it as well, right? Now, after providing value, there are certain things you would want to, or certain channels you would want to go by to achieve this value. That's after knowing what you want to offer as service, as value, Now you have to go through certain channels to make sure you achieve this just the way it should be, right? So basically we have 4 channels, and these 4 channels, you're gonna have to look at it this way. How can you get this value? How can you get these services to your client? And in the same vein, actually helping them to achieve all that they intend to using the value formula, right? The speed, right? And then what about speed? Now you have, say for example, let's use the gym owner example still, right? You're a gym owner and probably not the only gym owner in your area, or let's take maybe some other product that you're selling as well in your area. Now, how fast can you deliver this product before your competitors? What exactly would make you stand out? Now, the thing is, these 4 channels, you're not going to have to like probably use all 4 channels. I mean, you can never please people, right? But you need to find out one thing, at least a primary thing and then a secondary thing, by which would make you stand out from your competition, right? Now, speed, what I think would you consider in speed? Maybe you have something like maybe a templated format already about how to get your stuff done. So whenever clients reach out to you, immediately fine, you just fill in with the template and then you're done. Or you go about like remade product, like remake those products, pre-make those products, make them ahead of time. For example, the way would I say these drinks, most of these drinks that come in these days handy, I think they're more like syrups, and then what you just have to do, like the syrups are already made and probably packaged, so you just have to do is fill it in with hot water or cold water and then your drink is ready. Like that's pre-made, so that's fast. So I just come to you right now and then, okay, what do you need to do? Put hot water in it or put cold water in it, and then you're going to fine, speed. So right, or you look at just ways that you can make it faster so that these things can get to your client with no delay, right? And the second thing you're going to look at working on is risk, right? Now, what exactly is risk? Risk is basically anything that makes you stand out in terms of the things you've been able to overcome and helps you stand out better than your competition, right? So now it could be in form of reputation. What exactly have you helped to do? How exactly have you helped to, get more results faster? What risks did you have to take to be able to get this done? Now, this risk would now sort of kind of play out in form of reputation, your consistency, however you're able to get these things done, and the replication, right? So it's once you're consistent with getting these things done, getting it done. So replicating it, right, it's not going to be like much of a problem because you have already the idea, you have it inbuilt already in you as a result of years of consistency. You get it, it's now in you. So it's more like the risk that you have been able to solve to make sure these things, people trust you more. Like it's gonna go in under the perceived likelihood of achievement. Remember, right? So now the next channel you might want to go in by is maybe cost, right? Say cheaper out here, right? Now maybe you want to say, okay, fine, this other one might not work well for you. Let's go in under this. The competition is selling for say $100, and you said, okay, fine, maybe I'm going to do mine for maybe 60, maybe 50 for some reasons. Now you just have to, how would I put it, be careful out here so you don't have to be running at a loss. If you see that for some reasons your competition selling it at 100 and you selling yours at 50, there's still gonna be like some sort of a profit margin, then obviously you could go in by this. So what you now look at solving is probably more like where can you get this raw materials or raw products from at a way much less expensive price. Say you're selling for 50 and then you probably got your raw materials at maybe $10 and you're making like 40 dollars in profit compared to probably this guy. Maybe if this guy got it at 10 to maybe making $90 in profit. But basically, that is not what you're out for. Since you're gonna be going through this as a channel, then of course you say, okay, fine, we're the cheapest in the market, and yet quality, right? So the last thing we're gonna be looking at now is ease. But I'd like to look at this ease in this way, and I'll also give you other ways to. I mean, ease. How accessible could you be? How easy could it be for clients to reach out to you, right? So basically, for example, people who are actually in financial markets who have to, for example, money exchangers. So let's go by that. So you have to, maybe you have clients who are willing to at any time, definitely, change money or change to another currency, right? Can they access you at any time? How easy is it for them to get to you? If it's maybe through reaching out to you on WhatsApp or whatever means you're selling your product out, if they reach out to you, would you be able to answer within maybe 5 minutes? Would you be able to solve that solve that problem rather in 5 minutes, right? Now, ease, you can actually think about it this way. With AI, you're not gonna have to like tell people, okay, fine, I used AI to get this thing done, but AI made the work easier for you, and now you're going in by this. You don't necessarily have to put much of the work. Yeah, that makes it easier for you, and then you sell it, right? Sell it, and then you might also be thinking of maybe automating it, right? Automation. Think about what exactly how can you automate this process? How can you make it easier for, even if you are there or you are not there, how can you make this thing keep running? Now, for example, I kind of run like a printing business here in my dorm, and I kind of spoke with someone a few weeks back. So this thing is, if I'm not available, I don't print, right? So now, how can I automate this process to make sure that even if I'm available or I'm not available, these people can still print their documents? Now, for example, if we're going by that, I'm definitely not the cheapest here. I'm definitely not the cheapest, or I can say I'm fast, and then it's easier to access me, especially if I'm available and at any time, right? So these are more like the 4 big channels that you can actually go by to provide services to your clients after you've been able to find out what you are going to provide them as value. Now remember, value is the dream outcomes by perceived likelihood of achievement over the time delay and efforts and sacrifice. Dream outcome, what exactly it is you want to achieve, what problem you're trying to solve. Perceived likelihood of achievement, how do people see you? How likely are you able to achieve this? Now, if this is solved, you're going to be thinking about how to reduce the time delay. Take Amazon, for example. Now, they're not like the only book selling guys, right? I mean, they have other bookshop, physical stores, right? But these guys have been able to make it in such a way that if I order today, by tomorrow, I should get my product. They reduced the time delay, I think, right? Over time, it may probably not have been like that, but with time, it's reducing. They're trying to see how can you make it faster? How can you make it faster and faster? So they reduce the effort and sacrifice it would have probably taken you to walk to a bookstore, right? So it's all reduced. They reduced that, and together with the time delay. So what you just need to do is maybe on your tab, you just order the product, and then by tomorrow it comes to you. You don't need to walk out, go find a bookstore, no. And then you don't need to wait for like a month for shipping, whatever, none of that, no. It just comes to you at your doorstep the very next day. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe, drop a like, and stay for more content. Thank you.